everyone, this is Karen.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Shane.
Today we're looking at day 2 of Jason Mraz.
Good music.
Good acts. And the vocabulary words are positive.
Positive.
Greg has a lot of positive things to say about the last company he worked for.
Encouragement.
Encouragement.
Our teacher always tries to give us lots of encouragement.
Mission.
Mission.
Olivia's mission is to help poor children get the education they need.
Organization.
Organization.
Gloria belongs to an organization that is trying to bring down the cost of healthcare in America.
Promote.
Promote.
This video promotes the value of brushing your teeth. So, I love your teeth.
Thank you.
So we're still talking about the great artist, Jason Mraz, right?
Yes.
And then last time we talked about, how great his music was, and then he has a lot of great songs and popular songs.
Yeah, so we're talking about his good music. So today we'll talk about his good acts. So what kind of things has he done that's so good?
Well, I think through his songs and through his music, it's not just creating great music that people like to listen to.
It's not just fun.
Yeah, exactly. But it also has a positive message that he wants to send out to the world. One of his songs is called The Remedy. He actually wrote that song for a friend who was suffering from cancer.
Wow, so to like give encouragement to keep going, everything's gonna be all right.
Even I'm Yours, that hit song of his is also about self-empowerment and loving yourself and loving others.
I think you mentioned last time that he was bullied, so I think this probably had a big effect on him, wanting to help others who are going through a hard time. And he's also a vegan, so that means he really cares about the animals and the environment. And there's lots of causes that he finds important, like ending climate change and ending child slavery.
Exactly.
And anytime he's touring around the world, he will kind of look for some local causes, and he always wants to help.
So he has a beautiful heart.
He's a good heart. So he has a nice voice, he's very talented, and he's a good person.
Thank you, Jason Mraz.
Thank you, Jason Mraz.
Okay, enjoy today's lesson on Jason Mraz.
Enjoy.
Jason Mraz, good music, good acts.
With Mraz's latest album, Look for the Good, he wants to help people see the positive things in life, especially during these difficult times. But Mraz's songs have always had positive messages. The Remedy, I Won't Worry, for example, was written to offer encouragement to a friend who is suffering from cancer. His biggest hit, I'm Yours, is about self-empowerment and loving yourself and others. And in The World as I See It, Mraz says he is no different than the smallest bird or the biggest mountain, an idea that helped him decide to become vegan.
Today's lesson is called Jason Mraz, Good Music, Good Acts, Part 2. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. And yes, we've been learning about Jason Mraz, his good music. Well, he was always talented, but he had to leave his small town of Mechanicsville, Virginia, head off to the big city of San Diego to release his first album. Obviously, he did well with it, and he's done well ever since then. So we know about the good music. We don't know so much about the good acts, though, right? Because we really just learned about a bit of his history, where he came from and stuff. And now that he's successful with his first album, he's released many more. So let's find what else he's doing with his time, his fame, his money in order to help other people with good acts.
He wants to do good, or he wants to make sure the world knows that he's a stand-up guy. With Mraz's latest album, Look for the Good, he wants to help people see the positive things in life, especially during these difficult times. So not only does he want to do good things, he wants to help people see the bright side of life. By the way, here, if you are positive, you've got a good attitude. You think happy thoughts for the most part. Now, if you're negative, that means you've got a bad attitude. You might be in a bad mood. You might think that nothing ever goes right in this world. Well, Jason Mraz, he's chipper. He's not a negative guy.
No.
He's a totally positive guy.
Sure.
Okay, he thinks happy thoughts. And yes, if you do want to use this word to describe something, a positive something, you can say that thing is good. It makes you feel up. It makes you feel happy, so on and so forth. For example, Greg has a lot of positive things to say about the last company he worked for. Yeah, the boss there was great. The people really like each other. They work together well. He didn't have negative things to say. They don't turn on the AC in the summer. The boss slashed my pension benefits and stuff like that. Nope, he only has good things to say, a lot like Jason Mraz.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're in a good mood, you'll be in a better mood. If you're in a bad mood, at least you won't be so sad because it's so positive. But Mraz's songs have always had positive messages. He's never written songs about, dead puppies or anything sad or horrible. Pop songs
Has
about...
anyone ever written a song about a dead puppy?
I'm sure they have.
I hope not.
But they don't usually make it to the top of the charts.
Sure.
You got to be positive. That's what people want in life, especially from their pop music. Here's an example. The Remedy, I Won't Worry, for example, was written to offer encouragement to a friend who was suffering from cancer. Well, in that situation, yes, you want to be very positive if you can be at all. Encouragement is basically when we say positive things. To encourage is to kind of say to someone, you can do it, I believe in you, you're going to make it. And encouragement is basically doing that. So your coach will give you encouragement before the game. Your friend at school might give you encouragement before you have to go up and make a speech that you're nervous about. And your parents will give you encouragement because they want you to do well and they think that you can really make it. So encouragement it's just positive, supportive, uplifting words. For example, our teacher always tries to give us lots of encouragement. Yeah, well, when you're sick, especially with something serious like cancer, you need encouragement because it's a scary situation, but telling people not to worry, telling people that they will get better, that's the kind of thing people like to hear.
Okay, more on these positive songs that Jason Mraz writes and performs. His biggest hit, I'm Yours, is about self-empowerment and loving yourself and others. Take your own world into your own hands, make your world, okay? And also love other people, be positive. And there's more. And in the world as I see it, Mraz says he is no different than the smallest bird or the biggest mountain. An idea that helped him decide to become vegan. Very positive.
But he can't fly, and he's not a giant piece of rock. So he is kind of different from the smallest.
That's very literal. What we should take away from this is that he had this thought, and then he decided to become vegan.
He's part of the world, like birds and mountains. We're all part of the world. So
he's a vegetable.
Okay, I get it. Well, maybe not that one either. Let's take a break, and then we'll be back to figure out what form Jason Mraz will take next.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。课文标题有提到 good music 好音乐，还有 good acts 善行。那我们第一天的课文就是着重在 Jason Mraz 的好音乐。今天来看看善行的部分，看看他都如何帮助别人。那么课文提到说 ，Jason Mraz 的歌曲一直都具有正面的讯息，像 The Remedy I Won't Worry 这首歌呢是在鼓励一位罹患癌症的朋友，还有他最热门的歌曲 I'm Yours， 它是关于提升自主性，还有爱自己跟爱别人。我们来看两个单字 positive 它是形容正面的、积极的，或是抱持希望的。encouragement 它表示鼓励、激励，是个名词。Mike 老师在解释单字时呢，用到两个形容词，一个是 supportive， 就是在 support 后面加 ive 变形容词，表示支持的。还有用到 uplifting。uplifting uplifting 是指令人振奋的。 好，那么在另外一首歌当中 ，Jason Mraz 提到他跟最小的鸟或是最大的山没有什么不同，那就是这样的想法让他决定成为素食者。老师们提到说，这句话应该不是照字面意思来看啊，不然人跟鸟跟山很不一样啊。也许他是要表达说世界万物皆平等的那一种语义，要表达人类并没有比较伟大。那么老师用到 literal 这个字 ，literal。它是形容照字面的、逐字的。好，这回课文中
Jason Mraz, good music, good acts.
Veganism is important to Mraz. So are a number of other causes, such as stopping climate change and ending child slavery. Even while touring around the world, Mraz makes time to work with local groups to support their missions. This is on top of the work he does with his own organization, the Jason Mraz Foundation, to promote art education and equal rights.
The birdie in the sky, the gigantic mountain, hey, we're all the same, so I'm going to become a vegan. That's what Jason Mraz said, give or take. Anyways, veganism is important to Mraz. He feels strongly about being a vegan. By the way, a vegan is kind of like a strict vegetarian. A vegetarian only eats vegetables, i.e. they usually stay away from meat. Whereas a vegan, not only will they only eat vegetables and stuff like that, they won't eat meat, but they won't buy or eat any product that comes from an animal. So yes, a vegan, a strict vegetarian. Now, veganism, that's important to Mraz. But is that where his activism stops?
Absolutely not. There are many other important things he wants to help with. It says, so are a number of other causes, such as stopping climate change and ending child slavery. Absolutely.
I'm on board.
These are two things that are big problems for the world. Climate change, global warming, the environment getting so badly damaged, and child slavery, selling children as if they are animals or something like that. Selling any kind of human as if they're an animal is, of course, terrible and wrong and should have been wiped out hundreds of years ago, but doing it to children, even worse. So good for him. If he can do anything to help improve those situations using his fame or whatever, that's a good thing. And then we also learned, even while touring around the world, Mraz makes time to work with local groups to support their missions.
So he's not all talk. He actually acts. He has causes that he really follows through on. Here is where the good acts part of our title comes in. Yep. Anyways, here it says Mraz works with local groups to support their missions. Now, your mission is what you want to do, okay? It's a task, let's say you've been given, that you need to accomplish. For example, Olivia's mission is to help poor children get the education they need. This is what motivates her in her life. This is what she wants to do. This is her mission. By the way, this word mission is a noun. So there you go. Jason Mraz, he's all about the good acts.
That is fantastic. And not just, when he's in Hollywood or whatever, even
or San Diego.
Even when he's touring around the world, he gets involved probably with local groups to help out. It says this is on top of the work he does with his own organization, the Jason Mraz Foundation, to promote art education and equal rights. So he'll help those groups as he travels around, but his own group, which is, I guess, what he does when he's not busy, playing music and touring, is the Jason Mraz Foundation.
Good name.
This organization promotes art education and equal rights. An organization basically is just a group of people working together for a common goal. You could call a business an organization, a government an organization. We often use it though for charities or things like that. NGO, non-government organization. People like Greenpeace who help animals and the environment. Amnesty International, which helps human rights. These are also organizations, but very loosely, it's any kind of group of people working together with some kind of structure, like a boss and then the workers, and they're all working to do one thing together. For example, Gloria belongs to an organization that is trying to bring down the cost of healthcare in America. So this would be another NGO or charity or something like that.
There you go. Now, Jason Mraz, it says, he wants to promote art education and equal rights. That means he's out there, he and people in his organization, in his foundation, they're out there and they're saying, hey, these things are important. And they're also doing things to make sure that these important things get addressed, problems get solved, so on and so forth. So here, to promote, that means that you support something or you advocate for that thing publicly, where that whole publicly part, that's important. You get out there and you make sure that people hear what you have to say, okay? You promote that thing. For example, this video promotes the value of brushing your teeth. Everyone watch, you'll find out why brushing your teeth is a good thing to do. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a short break, but don't worry, don't fret, we'll be back soon.
对 Jason Mraz 来说，素食主义很重要。一些其他的目标，像是阻止气候变迁和终止儿童奴工，也一样重要。好，文中用到 veganism， 它是指纯素主义，比吃素还要更严格那种纯素主义。那么 Jeff 老师说的 activism，activism 则是指行动主义。那这边还有3个重点。好，首先刚刚说也一样重要，课文是用到肯定复合句的句型 ，so 加上助动词或 be 动词，再加主词，去附和前面的句子来表达什么什么也是。像是 Tina had bread and coffee for breakfast, so did I. Tina 早餐吃面包配咖啡，我也是。好，第2个重点 ，a number of， 它表示好几个或是许多，后面是接复数可数名词。那如果我们用 a number of 加上复数可数名词来当做主词的话，要把它视为复数哦，后面是搭配复数动词。例如 ，a number of students were absent today。今天有好几个学生缺席。好，第3个重点。Such as 是用来举例说明，后面接名词。例如 ，She has many hobbies, such as reading, gardening, and painting. 她有很多嗜好，例如阅读、园艺、绘画。好，那么 Jason Mraz 他有创立一个基金会，这个组织是要为了促进艺术教育和平权。那除此之外呢，他在世界各地巡回演出的时候，也会抽空跟当地团体来合作，去支持他们的使命。我们先来看单字 mission。Mission 它是指使命或是天职，还有我们说那个不可能的任务，那个任务也是用 mission 表达。好，还有 organization 或是念 organization 是指机构或是组织，像非政府组织的英文是 non-governmental organization， 它常常简称为 NGO。Mike 老师刚刚还有提到 Amnesty International， 它是指国际特赦组织。下一个单字 promote 是动词，它表示促进、提倡。有一个意思相近的字可以学起来是 advocate，advocate 它表示拥护、提倡或是主张。那这边还有一个重点是 on top of 加名词可以表达不同的意思。第一种是表示除了什么什么之外还有，就相当于 in addition to。例如 on top of the bonus，her boss gave her a 5% raise。除了奖金之外，她的老板还给她5%的加薪。好，第2个意思是表达完全控制、完全掌握什么什么，就相当于 in control of。例如 ，Don't worry about the problem, we're on top of it。别担心那个问题，我们完全掌握了。好，接回到课文中。
Jason Mraz, good music, good acts.
All in all, Jason Mraz is continuing to spread peace and love, not just through good music, but also through good acts.
All right, everyone, let's wrap up our article on Jason Mraz. Good music, but also good acts. All in all, the final sentence of our article says, all in all, Jason Mraz is continuing to spread peace and love, not just through good music, good, positive, chipper music, but also through good acts. good music and good acts.
Well, that's fantastic. You know, we often see famous people just sort of pretending to help out or doing it when the cameras are rolling.
They're all talk.
This guy seems like it's not all talk, it's a lot of action, and, you know, he doesn't take a lot of attention or praise for it. He just wants to do it and make sure it actually happens. So there you go. What do you think about this question? How do you feel about Jason Mraz's music? If you haven't heard his music before, are you interested in checking it out? Or do you have every single piece of music he's ever produced and you're his biggest fan?
I haven't heard his music before. Okay. I've heard of it though, so I think I would be interested. To check out his music because, hey, who wouldn't like positive, wholesome music in your life that's going to make you feel positive and chipper?
That's a very good point. Maybe the next time I'm feeling a little blue, I'll find some Jason Mraz, put it on, and see how I feel after 4 or 5 songs. That's a good way to check it out. All right, let's wrap it up there. Thank you very much for joining us. Check out some Jason Mraz. Feel positive, help people out, and come on back for more articles because we'll have a lot more very soon. Until then,
bye-bye.
Stay chipper.
好，看了这2天的课文，我们可以了解到 Jason Mraz 并非光说不练的人，他透过好音乐，也透过善行来持续传播和平与爱。那刚刚老师们用到 be all talk 或者是 be all talk and no action， 就是指光说不练。那么 talk 在这边它是当名词来表达空话、大话。那你看这个语义啊，只会说大话而不去行动，那就是光说不练咯。好 ，Jeff 老师刚刚还用到 wholesome 来形容 Jason Mraz 的音乐。那这个字是拼作 wholesome，wholesome 可以用来形容是道德良好的，或是健康的，或是有益身心的。好，那么以上今天的讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。
Hello， 各位同学，大家好，我是季安老师。我们今天带大家看 Yes No Question 里面的附加问句了。我们之前有讲到一般的问句，对不对？我们也有讲到这个间接问句。好，今天要讲的是这个附加问句，也就是 tag question，tag tag， 它是跟在后面的这个问题啊。来，我们听一下。
You aren't busy now, are you?
A. The traffic to the airport was heavy. B. The bag is under the desk. C. No. What can I do for you?
Alright， 这一题呢，很明显答案是 C 哦，因为 A 跟 B 不知道在干嘛。我们再听一次好了。
You aren't busy now, are you?
You aren't busy now, are you? 就是你忙吗？就这样而已。
A. The traffic to the airport was heavy. B. The bag is under the desk. C. No. What can I do for you?
Alright， 所以答案是第3个，对不对 ？No, what can I do for you？ 我有什么东西帮得上忙的 ？You aren't busy, are you？ 所以 Are you busy 一样的意思哈。OK， 好，那我们来看一下基本的重点啊，附加问句基本的重点呢，就是呢，这附加问句和主要子句的动词或者是呢助动词必须要一致哦。主要子句如果是一般动词的话，那变成问句是不是要用 do, does, did， 对不对？用助动词来表示，比如说。Team works out every weekend. OK， 他每个周末都会健身，对不对 ？Works out every weekend. 那 work out 是一个一般动词，一般动词要变成问句的时候，用 do, does, did 去帮忙，对不对？所以呢 ，doesn't he？ 好，那附加问句有一个重点，就是说它是喜欢唱反调的，也就是说前面是肯定，后面就会变成否定；前面是否定，后面就会变成肯定。它一定会跟前面是不一样的啊！记得 tag question 很喜欢唱反调。Tim works out every weekend, doesn't he? OK， 所以前面是肯定，后面就变成否定了。OK， 好，再来我们看一下另外的重点啊。You just got back from Japan， 这边是不是 got back？ 它变成是什么？变成是过去式了。那一样哦，前面肯定，后面就否定 ，didn't you？ 哦，那只是说要 do, does, did。OK， 要反映在时态上面。这边应该就清楚了。好，第二个要注意的点哦，就是呢附加问句 tag question 很常呢用缩写来表示，真的吗？我们看一下刚刚的 didn't you？ OK， 那还有这边是不是 doesn't he？ 这边都是用缩写去表示的啊，所以这个是要特别注意一下。再来附加问句呢， 的回应，我们可以用 yes no 回答嘛，是跟一般的问句是一模一样的，但跟一般的是非问句一样 ，yes no 还是可以直接省略掉，就直接回答你想回答的肯定或者是否定就好了，好，直接回答内容就可以了。好，我们来听一下。
Number 1.
You brought a copy of your resume, didn't you?
A. It's right here. B. I don't drink coffee. C. Turn on the computer.
Alright, 再听一次。
Number 1.
You brought a copy of your resume, didn't you?
You brought a copy of your resume. 这边重点就好了。You brought your copy of your resume. 后面那个 didn't you， 你听到语气往上扬，你就知道说哦，这是一个是非的问句。然后它的重点就是他在问 You brought your copy of resume. 你带了履历，对不对
A. It's right here. B. I don't drink coffee. C. Turn on the computer.
Alright, 所以答案就是第一个，对不对 ？It's right here， 就在这边。给好，以上是我们今天的课程内容。我是季安老师，我们下堂课见喽，拜拜。
See you next time.